Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here. I'm back with another Star Wars review. This time around, I have another one of the 2013 vehicle and figure packs. These were released a little earlier in the year. There's 4 different packs that you can choose from if you can find them in the stores. They don't seem to be too hard to find. They seem to be around. Some packs may be harder than others. I don't know. There have been 2 other packs that I've reviewed that are on my channel. If you want to check those out, feel free go on my channel, search for those. I'll show you which ones in a moment. But this is the YODA's JEDI Attack Fighter. It's an interesting little set. You know, again, the fighter. You got 2 figures, and some people seem excited about this pack. Some people aren't as excited. We'll find out the case in a few moments. First, let's show you the packaging. It's pretty cool. You get your Star Wars logo, a Yoda image just leaping out of the packaging there. This is basically like your Attack of the Clones packaging. It's mostly green, which is very appropriate given the vehicle and figure pack that we're showing here. See, it says ages 4 and up. Firing missile launchers. Battle Online fighter pods. Code inside. I chucked that out a long time ago. Hasbro logo. There you see there's the toy description, or Yoda's JEDI Attack Fighter with Yoda and Super Battle Droid. Here's a close-up look of the Battle Droid and Yoda piloting his attack fighter. I think this is the first time we've seen a fighter made for Yoda. I'm not positive about that, but it's the first time that I can recall. It's something a little different. You got a neat little cardboard backdrop of obviously Geonosis, or at least it looks a lot like Geonosis, with attack ships and clones and all kinds of battles going on all over the place, laser blast and whatnot. Looks pretty cool. On this side, you have a close-up look of the Super Battle Droid. We have a close-up look of Yoda. Okay. Down here, you see some of the other 3 sets that you can get. 501st Legion AT-RT, which I've done a review on. MQT Droid Fighter, which I don't have and don't really plan on getting. And then you have the 501st Legion Attack Dropship, which I also have and reviewed. And if you just search my channel, you should be able to find those reviews. They're not too long ago. And we'll look at the back. Again, you see Yoda's JEDI Attack Fighter with Yoda and Super Battle Droid. Here's the description. Read this real quick. Yoda pilots an attack fighter to blast super battle droids. The fighter is designed for hyperspace capability, which allows the Jedi Master to fly across the galaxy on solo missions. The craft's compact size and 2 missile launchers make it an ideal attack ship for Yoda to use in battle against the ever-present battle droid army. Again, Star Wars logo. And we see some of the features. It says deploy launchers for hyperspace mode. R2 head is compatible with Droid Factory figures. It says here you got Hasbro, StarWars.com. There's the Super Battle Droid. Launchers fire missiles. Seat fits Yoda and removes to enlarge cockpit for most Star Wars figures. Includes 2 figures, other figures sold separately. And there is a close look at the Yoda figure. Okay, that's it for the box. And we'll get to the vehicle and the figures. So we're going to show you the figures first, because the vehicle is, I would say, the highlight. Here's the Super Battle Droid. Nothing too exciting. It's fairly well sculpted, but it's all the silvery gray, a little bit of black, that one red dot. Nothing too exciting, something we've seen before. He does not come with the figure stand. I took the stand from another figure just to stand him up for now, because this guy will not stand, and there is very little articulation. You have swivel shoulders and swivel hips. That's it. So it's just very poor. This guy's cannon fodder. He's going down real quick. I do like the way the blaster is molded onto the arm. Looks pretty cool. I think that looks good. Other than that, it's he's a Doom droid. That's all we'll say about that. Yoda fares a little better. No pun intended on the word little. Pretty good head sculpt. I really like this head sculpt on this guy. He looks cool. I like the headset with the mic, that little pilot headset. I think it looks cool. Again, it's something different, something we haven't seen before in a Yoda figure. The hair looks good, sculpted well. The rest of them is pretty basic and generic. It's just all brown. There's just a little bit of sculpting. There's no other details. As you can see, it's not very interesting. The cloth robe is good. It sits on him pretty well. It's a little big up by the wrists, but he's a little guy, so that's a plus. That works. Accessories is he comes with this green lightsaber, standard for Yoda at this point. Holds it well in this hand, and then the other hand is really made for this other accessory here. He comes with his walking stick. Just not too much detail, but it's his little cane walking stick, and he can hold that well in the other hand. But to get back to this figure, articulation isn't a lot on this guy. Ball jointed neck, ball hinge shoulders. This hand has a swivel wrist. The other hand does not move at all. And then you have swivel hips. That's it. That's all you have for that figure. So, again, I was hoping this figure would have been a lot better. Wasn't too concerned with the Super Battle Droid. That's just like a throw-in figure. But this could have made this pack a lot better if the Yoda figure had a little better articulation. But now we're going to get on to the vehicle itself, which this I really like. This almost saves the pack for me. I think it's really nice. I like the paint scheme. It's beige and a lot of green, obviously very appropriate given it's Yoda's fighter. A little bit of yellow markings. There's no stickers or anything to apply. I'll give you the underside there. They're your missile launchers, and they have two different positions, which I'll show you in a moment. Not overly detailed, but it's it's the underside. The main focus is the front and the top part. We're going to show you. I'm going to put this down for a second, and you'll see here there is the little droid, or the droid head, and that'll move. So it'll swivel around. And as it said on the packaging, it is compatible with the droid parts. So you can take that off, and there you see like the little droid mechanisms in there, and this is just kind of hollow. Okay, so if you wanted to stick another droid head on there, you could stick another droid head, which is pretty cool. I'll show you the cockpit. See, there's the cockpit inside. It's not too bad. There's some detailing there. They could have... I've seen a lot worse. It's not completely plain. The Yoda figure does fit well in there. And as it says, you can remove the cockpit. This comes right out, which makes the cockpit... See, there's even a little detail underneath the little control sticks. So that makes the cockpit a little bigger, so you could put an actual full-size figure in there. So you could put like a an Obi-Wan or an Anakin or what have you, whatever you want. I think it definitely looks better with the cockpit piece in there. You know, that way fit Yoda. I mean, that's what it's Yoda's fighter, so it's meant for Yoda. So, but that's a neat little thing that they put in there, a little addition. You know, if you don't want to use Yoda for some reason, that's pretty cool. And I'll show you. This is the other mode, as it says. You have down here, these are the rockets, and they're just tabbed in place, and you just kind of, it can be a little tough. See, they just flip out like that. Okay, and there you have, there is the attack mode, or the hyperspace mode, as it says it on the box, which looks, I think both modes look pretty cool. You can fold them in. Another detail here, we've got the blaster cannons on either side, and then you do have the firing missile launchers. Let's see, it fires out, and we have one on this side, and they fire pretty good out there. And here's your little projectile. Nothing too fancy, but you know, things we've seen before. An interesting little thing. I don't know if this is a misprint, but here's the instructions. And it says, let's see, it says here, remove launchers for hyperspace mode. I think that was meant to say move launchers, because you sort of swivel them in and out of place. These are not removable. Not that I can see. There's no, they don't come off. There isn't a screw, or that I could see, where you could actually take them off without breaking it. So I believe it is meant to say move the launchers, not remove them. You see the little slot, and it just folds down into the tab like that. Okay, and you put it back. This is the other fighter mode. So the vehicle itself, I think, is really cool looking. Again, the feature of the cockpit that is removable, so you could put a bigger figure in there. The droid head being compatible with the droid factory parts. I think that's a cool idea. So the vehicle itself is very good. The figures are not so good. Like I said, I can deal with the Super Battle Droid, because like I said, he's cannon fodder, but Yoda could have been a lot better. Just, I understand with smaller figures it's tough to do a lot of articulation, but they've done it with Ewoks and some other characters. They could have done a little bit better with the Yoda figure, and that could have really made this set stand out even more than it does. But in general, you know, I'm very disappointed with the Yoda figure. I really wish it would have been better. But the vehicle itself, it serves its purpose. I'm sure you can, if you have a better articulated Yoda, I'm sure he would fit in here as well. So you could use that figure, and I don't know, do whatever you want with this figure. But I think this really lets down the set. But I really like the vehicle. I think the vehicle is really nice. So it's 50-50. This is the majority of your plastic. This is the majority of where your money is going to, is on the vehicle. So so that's up to you guys whether you think this set is worth it. You know, I've seen a lot worse. But there you go. Yoda's Jedi Attack Fighter vehicle and 2 subpar figures, unfortunately. So there you go. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hopefully it was informative. And until my next video, may the Force be with you.